What's up, BAP fam? This is Teddy D, and I have the privilege of introducing the last part of our Dragoncon coverage. This was the interviews that I did with people at Dragoncon of color that were dressed up and a part of the whole convention. It was really incredible. I do want to highlight the other voice you'll hear on this is the homie Rem. Rem is very private, so I won't go into her backstory, but just know that she is part of the family. I love her, and she showed me a great time on and off the mic, but she's just incredible. So that's the other person you'll hear asking questions. Last part that I will say is next year we need you there with us. We had a great time at the meetup. But we want to meet more people and make this a bigger event. So once again, thank you for all your support. And here's the coverage. Peace out. All right. So is this the first Dragoncon? Or y'all been out here before?
This is probably my fourth or fifth. Yeah.
Nice.
This is my first one.
First one?
But I've been in Atlanta over 10 years, so I've known about it. It's my first time actually participating in it.
Okay.
Why did you decide to participate now?
I don't know. I just said, this year I'm going to check it out. Finally just said, I'm going to try something different.
Okay.
Be a part of the event.
Right.
Awesome event.
I like it. If you don't mind, can we get your names?
Yeah, my name is Matthew Bivens.
All right.
Anthony Strayhorn.
All right. Appreciate it, fellas. All right. All right, here we go.
So my first show is called Having It All.
Okay.
It's on, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher.
Yeah.
My second show is really cool because I co-hosted with my wife.
Oh, nice.
It's all about home birth.
Okay.
We had our baby at home, and so right before she was born, we made a podcast called Doing It at Home.
Okay.
And we interview other home birth moms, home birth families, and we talk to people all over the world. So it's a special show.
Me and my wife were trying to have it at home. Yeah, so
cool.
I'll listen to it.
We made it for folks like you, folks like us, because we're like, we're all the resources for people like us.
Right.
And there were no home birth podcasts.
Okay.
And now there is one.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
You're good. Okay, so yeah, we are. No, you're fine. We're talking to people of color mostly to talk about their experience with Dragoncon and why you're here, what made you be a part of it, and you mentioned something before we started recording. What's your main motivation for being here?
Motivation to go to as many writers' workshop as possible. I mean, my background is freelance writing, and I'm a comic book creator. But I've been coming here since 2000, so I'm just a big old fan, and I married a big old fan.
Very nice. So how long have you been coming as well?
I've been coming since I think 2010, 2009. Yeah, so I've always wanted to come. Didn't have anyone to come with until I met someone who wanted to come with.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Match.com.
Yeah. Someone to kiss. I love it. So it's our first time.
Yes.
So give us some pointers, because we saw the parade this morning, of course, but what are some things that we should make sure that we catch while we're here?
Whatever your fandom is, you have panels and autograph sessions and speakers, doing that. So try to schedule your time like the best way possible. Have patience, because you're going to have a lot of crowds, a lot of crowds. And like I said, since I've been coming, it's just grown and grown and grown.
Right.
But have patience. Maybe try to schedule your time and just have fun. Have as much fun as possible, and try to hit up as many parties as you can.
Yes, the parties.
Where are the parties?
Normally, I would say also check your schedules, because based on the different fandoms, they'll have Star Trek parties. Battlestar Galactica anime parties, or you can just probably follow to somebody to their rooms. And don't do that.
Well, all right. Mom, stop listening.
Scratch that part out. But usually the nightlife down here is pretty awesome, and they have panels that go until 10 o'clock at night.
Awesome. Well, one more time, if you don't mind, do you guys mind giving your name to the audience so they can know?
I'm Talitha Jeffrey.
Okay.
And I'm Robert Jeffrey.
All right. Thank you very much.
My favorite book write's actually in there, and her main character of most of her books is Mercy Thompson.
Okay.
So I wanted to it's last minute, but put something.
I like it.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't down yourself.
Nice. I like it.
Well, I worked at haunted houses as an actor, so I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's extraordinary for us is like light work for you, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay.
I don't have a lot of costumes at home, but like I was thinking of either doing. I started doing martial arts like a couple weeks ago, so I have my white gi. I was like, she's more advanced, so I couldn't wear my white gi.
Okay, all right. We can dig it. So this is our first time at Dragoncon, so we're trying to experience the whole thing. What is one of the main things that you think that we should be a part of and catch and appreciate in the whole Dragoncon?
Well, this is my second time going to any con.
Okay.
But I think one thing I did miss the first time when I was 22 and I'm 27 now is that I didn't go to the panels. My friends didn't want to go to those things, so we just walked around. But some of them have like nightlife and like party, like actually like in the hotels they have like parties and things like that. I don't know if this one does, but they have like raves with anime music and stuff like that. Yeah.
I like it.
So
you doing solo dolo today? Like, because you were like among your friends?
Well, I don't have any friends here and that many friends in Atlanta, and most of my friends work. Okay. So it's like I had the week off in my job, and I also have Monday off. So I was like, let me just do the one day, and because I knew what the artist put. What day she's going to be doing book signing. She's doing 3 days. Couldn't make it yesterday. I was working. So today I was like, I'm going to try to make it.
I get it.
And the guy does the artwork for the book. She's doing the book signing with him today. So it's actually his signing.
Okay.
And she's going to be with him.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I get double signatures.
Beautiful.
I'm happy for you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Got 6 books in my backpack right now.
Oh, yeah. And you walking like it's nothing.
They're about that thick too. They're not.
Okay.
I mean, high school wasn't like not too old. High school about almost 10 years ago. So.
Right.
But still, it was worse in high school.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, Lassie, if you don't mind, do you mind giving your name to the audience?
Akila White.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. White.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So So this is our first Dragoncon, right? And we're looking for people of color telling their own stories, saying what they think about the whole experience. What are your thoughts so far?
It's crazy. That's my serious thought. It's crazy out here, looking crazy out here, but everybody's enjoying themselves, so that's a good thing.
All right, okay.
They enjoying themselves, we're enjoying ourselves.
That's what's up.
Flavor King.
I like what you said. Say it one more time for him.
Flavor King.
And that's with the A.
That's with the A.
Okay.
FLABA.
All right. Now, since you knew you were coming out here, you said you got to go ahead and get the Iron Man helmet real quick.
Oh, yeah, it's just for, we're on the money, we're on the grind.
All right. That's what's up. Well, I appreciate it.
Wake up like this. We just out here because of Dragoncon. This is just con all day long. Hey, there ain't no ex-con. Trying to keep it being an ex-con.
That's what's up.
Because of Dragoncon.
I appreciate it, y'all. All right, y'all. Okay, now what character are you dressed as today?
Hi, I'm dressed as Yang from Ruby.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So, one of the things that we're doing, this is our first Dragoncon, so we're trying to experience the whole event. So, we're trying to figure out what are the things that we don't want to miss. What are the things that we need to experience with our first Dragoncon? Is this your first one?
So this is my first Dragoncon.
Okay,
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Dragonconner.
Yeah. Fellow.
It's not my first convention, but it's my first Dragoncon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So far, what stood out to you?
I like the culture here. Everybody's pretty friendly.
Yeah.
And a lot of the panels, they've got workshops. They've got a writer panel that I went to. If you like video games, we spent hours in the gaming rig upstairs. They have a lot of arcade machines that are from Japan, so they're all in Japanese, but if you can fumble your way through it, there's some really fun rhythm games, some fun VR games, like Mech Battle.
Those games that you're connected with, like what'd you get connected with?
Okay, so there's a Rhythm Heaven game.
Okay.
There is DDR. Okay. There's this drum game, but again, they're all in Japanese, so I don't,
Just fumbling, right?
Yeah.
I understand.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so where are you from, though?
So, I came here from Kansas City, but I'm from Georgia.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I'm from the Savannah area.
I love it.
Richmond Hill, since y'all know.
All right. Yeah. One of the things we're trying to do is highlight people of color that are out here experiencing this.
Yeah. Isn't that good? Yeah.
So
I make sure I had a cosplay every day. So I was Wonder Woman yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'll probably be Supergirl tomorrow or Sailor Moon or something.
I love it.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
You should go Sailor Moon.
Yeah. Sailor Moon is like my I have like different levels of cosplay. So Sailor Moon is more of like a lax one. I've got Sailor Moon shirt and some like accessories, but not like the whole wig and the
so now you gotta go out.
I know.
Go all out.
Yeah, listen.
I know.
You can't do Sailor Moon. You gotta go all out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we love it. So, if you don't mind, could you let the audience know your name?
Sure. My name's Alexandria.
Okay.
I go by Lex.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Well, we appreciate the time.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, thank you. Okay, so if you don't mind, if you don't mind, we see that. If oh wait, did I miss somebody? Okay. Oh, okay. If you don't mind, if everybody can give their name real quick, if that's okay. All right.
Raven.
Okay.
Spark.
Okay.
Storm. Tatiana.
All right, beautiful. So one of the things we're trying to do is highlight people of color here at Dragoncon and going out to experience everything. So what's one of the things that stood out to you guys so far in this Dragoncon experience?
There's a lot of people here. I was not expecting this many people. Everybody. We went to MomoCon. There's like a lot more people here than. Oh my god.
Where did you go previously?
MomoCon.
MomoCon. Yeah. That's actually dope.
Sorry,
Okay.
I can't talk.
Like, what?
No, that's great. That's great. Okay, well, any advice for somebody who's going to listen to this and maybe next year come out? What would you tell them that they can't miss? What's that one thing?
It's just cool to see like all the and everybody doing different
hobbies
and stuff like that.
Make sure you have a map because we don't know where we're going yet.
So where are y'all from?
Spartanburg, South Carolina.
There we go.
Please don't see anybody looking for us.
All right, well, thank you all for the time, okay? All right. All right, now, talk to me about this outfit, because one of the things that we said coming out here is that we were going to see 1 million Black Panthers, but you were actually the first one we've seen in like the last hour or so. So talk to me about the choice of being Black Panther.
Well, it's Black Panther.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, it's Black Panther. He's like the representation for, the African Americans here as far as a superhero.
That's right.
Granted, yes, there's more, African American superheroes, but everybody right now know Black Panther. You can't go wrong with Black Panther.
That's right.
Especially with his movie about to come out, too.
Yeah, man.
So, I seen one Black Panther earlier.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find him, too. So I was trying to take a picture with him.
Yeah.
I didn't see him, so I guess I got to step up and take his spot.
Listen, right now you got the crown, bro.
Thank you.
So one of the things we're trying to do is highlight people of color here at Dragoncon and talk about their experience. So is this your first one?
This is actually my first Dragoncon, yes.
Awesome.
Okay, it's not my first Comic-Con, but this is my first time here at Dragoncon.
Okay.
And I told myself I wanted to do Black Panther here. I figured it'd be big. I actually figured Marvel would be bigger here, but right now DC is running it.
Isn't that crazy? Stan Lee was here.
I know. And DC is running things right now. But it's cool. We still got Spider-Man's out here, But definitely I had to do Black Panther, and I wanted to do Black Panther right. The suit by itself, I didn't make this, I ordered this, but I actually pieced it together. So that was difficult. I wanted to be Black Panther. If I was going to come out here to be Black Panther, I was going to do it the right way.
That's right. That's what's up. So if you don't mind me asking, where'd you travel from? Are you from?
Delaware.
Delaware?
Yes, Delaware, yeah.
How about that?
I flew down. It didn't take that long, but I flew down, and I actually got invited from a guy named Charles Conley. Okay. He was on Cosplay Melee.
Okay.
And he told me to come down, and I said, I'm going to be Black Panther. I'm in Georgia. I gotta do Black Panther.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm with you.
Atlanta would have nothing else.
Yes. Right.
Well, also, if you don't mind letting the audience know what's your name from Delaware, if you don't mind.
My name is Jonathan Green.
Yeah.
From Delaware, from Milford, Delaware. You can follow me. You can reach me at DefMass, DEFMAS 2002, and that's on Instagram. Also, DefMass Jonathan, spelled the same way, on Facebook.
That's what's up. We appreciate it, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, man. Okay. Yeah. All right. No, you're all right. You're all right. So one of the things we're trying to do here is highlight people of color that decided to come to Dragoncon, be a part of the cosplay. We love it. So talk to me about what y'all decided to do today.
Punisher. I came out Punisher. He came out as captain.
Right.
Head out here. I've been out to Dragoncon now 3 years in a row. Always come out. Always represent characters, no matter what color they are, because I'm black and I'm going to dress in whatever I want to dress in.
That's it. So is this? I know it's the third Dragoncon. How many Dragoncons? First. Okay.
Yes.
So that's us too. So this is our first experience, right? So one of the things we're trying to do is give our listeners an idea of what it's like to not only be in Atlanta, this beautiful city, but see people of color that, branch out a little bit and go into the culture that we love as well. So what's one thing that you would suggest people be a part of, take advantage of if they come to Dragoncon next year?
Especially being your first time.
Yeah,
really tell us.
I am a nerd and all that stuff. I love the video games and all that stuff. So
nothing wrong with that.
Definitely doing all those video game things. The arcades and stuff they got. They got these Japanese games that are new to us. It's a good experience.
So you're the second person that mentioned the Japanese games. We need to get with that life.
Okay.
Okay.
They got it right in terms of those arcade games.
That's what's up.
Man. And check out the parade. Atlanta shows out for the parade every year. It's a spectacle. Dragoncon is huge. They take over multiple hotels. The parade runs through multiple streets. Check it out. You'll enjoy it.
I love it.
It's for everybody.
If you don't mind, can you let the audience know your name and where you're from?
Micah Evans. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
And Andrew Bellinger. I'm from New York.
All right. Appreciate it, fellas.
Thank you, bro. What are you in Star Trek? I'm not familiar. This is our first Dragoncon.
Oh, okay. Well, this is from the original series Star Trek.
Okay.
This dress particularly, the boots, all of that, is because I love Uhura so much.
Okay.
I grew up with Uhura. My father sat me in front of the TV when I was a toddler with him looking at one of the few color TV shows and looking at Star Trek.
How about that?
So I grew up with her, so she feels like family. I love that show.
Okay.
And so I just was a little lazy. I didn't put my wig on and look just like
But the locks are beautiful.
I think so.
That's beautiful.
So that's why.
We think it actually looks better with the Star Trek outfit. That's good. That's good.
Cool.
So is this your first Dragoncon?
Oh no.
Oh no.
How many Dragoncons have you
I probably missed maybe 3.
Missed 3
years.
I think this is 25, 30 years worth of DragCon. I started going to cons of different ones when I was in college.
Okay.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you from here?
Before there was even a Dragoncon, I was going to cons.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're from Atlanta?
Okay. That's awesome. So if you don't mind, could you let the audience know your name and where you're from?
My name's Karen Jordan. I'm from here in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure.
All right. So now what area did you say you were from again?
I'm from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Okay. All right.
Same area?
Fort Washington, Maryland.
Fort Washington. Okay. I'm familiar with my buddies from there. Call it the DMV, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Maryland,
All right.
Virginia.
There we go. I love it. So one of the things we're trying to do is highlight people of color at Dragoncon and talk about their experience. So is this your first Dragoncon?
No. This is probably my 8th year coming down. We come down to roller skate.
Okay.
And while
nice.
we're down here,
Nice.
we always try to do Dragoncon, at least get down here to see the people, take some pictures, interact a little bit.
That's incredible.
Well, where do y'all roller skate though?
So,
Skate Town,
Old National Highway.
Okay.
Sparkle.
Okay. We get out to Cascade.
Yes.
Cascade is not hosting us this year.
Okay.
Yeah, they had an issue with the contract.
Okay.
But it has been Cascade in the past.
All right.
So skating and Dragoncon in one trip. You can't beat it.
Look, that's right. So this is a marriage of two different cultures coming together for one trip, right?
Yes.
I love it. So one of the things we're trying to highlight is next year, if more people of color decide to come down to Dragoncon and Atlanta during Labor Day to experience everything, what's one of the things that you would suggest that they can't miss? Do y'all do the skating every every year at Labor Day?
This
Every
is year
year.
22.
It's Labor Day.
22.
Yeah, 22nd.
Okay.
It's Joy Skate-a-thon.
Okay.
And this is the 22nd anniversary of the skating event.
Okay.
So I think I've been coming like about 8. You've been coming about 5 or so.
Year 6.
Okay. 5 or 6, yeah.
Okay. So if they wanted more information on that, could they go to anywhere to find info on that?
Facebook, Skate-a-thon. Just do a search on Joy, J-O-I.
J-O-I.
Skate-a-thon.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll come right up.
Okay.
You'll see the videos of us skating too and all the different rings. There's like 800 to 1,000 people here for this.
Okay.
So it's a lot of us, not 50,000, but for 800 skaters, 1,000 skaters, that's still a lot all over the country.
This is me trying to be professional and not be jealous. Because y'all can probably do the boogie skating that I could never do. I'm like,
Keep up. Just let me stay up.
Well, I'm the backward skater. I got backward skate again.
You see?
And I'm the black skate swan, real smooth. Coming
Now, if you don't know, could you let our audience know your name, if you don't mind?
Sure. Kenny Mitchell.
Okay.
Nicole Johnson.
All right, Kenny and Nicole, we appreciate the time. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
On the the audio, what are you dressed as?
Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Okay. So, what brought you out to the Dragoncon?
I originally came last year. This is my second time.
Okay.
He brought me back, my boyfriend.
Oh,
I met him last year when I came down. I'm from Indiana.
Hey, I'm from Kentucky. What's up?
Midwest.
Hey, that's right.
So I moved down here to go to Georgia State, and so since my friends drugged me down here last year, I decided to come back again.
Okay. So this is your second Dragoncon?
Yep, this is my second.
Okay.
How many Dragoncons have you been?
6 or 7.
6 or 7.
He's a veteran. I'm still getting my feet wet. Let's love it.
Smart man.
Yes.
Huh? I've just never
He
really
doesn't.
done
He's going to be the
cosplay.
Monopoly man next year. That was our promise on my
She told me
date.
that.
our
She
first
told me
date.
that last year also. Still not Monopoly man.
Still not Monopoly. Hey,
He said a year strong. I'm good.
Oh, he waits. Wait till he gets that engagement ring. There's going to be terms and conditions.
Cosplaying at least 2 conventions a year.
Exactly.
Cosplaying.
Okay. All right.
She's already enlisted our kids into like cosplaying.
Sweet.
I love it. So one of the things we're trying to do is get more people to come to Dragoncon next year and, learn about this experience. So what's one of the things that you guys would suggest for people to try next year when they come to Dragoncon?
I think that everyone should come to DragonCon if you have any interest in comics or movies or anything that regular people do.
Yeah.
There's something here for you. My first day here, I sat through a couple political, what are those things called? Panels.
Okay.
Yeah, I sat through a political panel, strictly political, talking about civil rights. And then I eventually started getting more and more comfortable, and I sat through a couple costume panels. And if you're into movies, there are directors and producers here. If you're into comics, you're definitely going to find that here. If you are into music, they even have what is it called? What concert?
The Philharmonic.
The Philharmonics are going to be here. So there's something for everyone at DragonCon, which is why it's not Comic-Con, which is why it's not a specific convention. It is a wide range of things here that make us DragonCon.
Right. I love it. So if you don't mind, can you give the audience your names and where you're from?
My name is Danielle, and I'm from Indiana.
And I'm Christopher Pitts, and I'm from Atlanta.
All right. Thank you both. All right.
So y'all drink first. Drink is first.
Oh, yeah. Let's prioritize.
What is it for? Where are you guys? What are you doing?
It's for the Black Astronauts podcast.
Oh, okay.
It's on iTunes. Check it out.
Awesome. Is it sciencey?
It can be. It just depends. It's cultural. It's also a lot of nerd culture. It's social topics.
Whatever y'all give us.
That's right. So talk about what. Oh wait. Yeah. All right. You know what? Pausing for the drinks. Prioritize.
Modified biscuit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we understand so far that you guys are fellow DragonCon attendees, right? So we'll start, if you don't mind, with everyone's name, and then we'll go around the table and Figure it out.
My name is Eric.
Okay, Eric.
Justin.
All right, Justin.
Amelia.
Okay, Amelia.
Jamie.
All right. So first Dragon Con, 8th Dragon Con, what?
Dragon Con.
First one? Okay.
My first as well.
Okay, all right.
This is my 4th or 5th. I'm real bad with time.
No, you're okay.
This is my second, but my first time was 7 years ago.
Okay. Nice.
We met people that were like that recently.
What was that?
We met people that were like that recently. They were like, oh yeah, I was here when I was 22 and now I'm 27.
Right.
I'm like, oh, why the big gap?
Well, I live in Chicago, so it's like hard to get out here.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So one of the things that we did when we spoke with people today, we're trying to convince people to come down next year to be a part of everything. And believe it or not, there's a lot of people that don't know about Dragoncon. So if you can tell some of the good experiences that you had today, or if it's, a couple of years ago, whatever it is, what would you suggest people take advantage of if they do come down here next year? No, anybody. Open forum, by the way.
Okay, so I've had so much fun so far. This is my first year. I would recommend that if people come, they should get a good sleep before you come to the con, and then don't feel bad if you want to take a nap in the middle of the day, which is what I've done the last couple days.
Very smart.
Yeah, so then you can stay up late and go to all the parties. But there's also just really fun late night programming in addition to the parties. My favorite thing of the con actually was last night at there were 2 musical acts in a row in the Marriott ballroom. So there was a string quartet that played video game music. But they did it so well. It was really beautiful, and also just I'd been going around the con all day, so I had gotten kind of overstimulated, and just like hear this beautiful string music was wonderful. And then right after that, it was a huge big band swing orchestra, and we had an hour of dancing, and you had everyone dancing in costume. So I danced with some Jedi, and I saw Agent Carter dancing with a T-Rex. And, it was awesome. It was
So
really
what are you dressed as right now?
Right now, I am Pinup Rey. So I cosplay as Rey from Star Wars in a few different iterations, but this is my first time doing it as a pinup. And I did it inspired by my friend Jamie here.
And Jamie is dressed as?
I am Pinup Kylo Ren.
Very nice.
I like it.
Very nice.
I like
Very
it.
nice.
Yeah, I saw, so a lot of these cons, there's a lot of Reys. And I always feel like there's a certain kind of like small woman who can do a really good Rey.
Sure.
With like straight hair and stuff. I do not look like somebody who could be a good Rey. So I was joking with a friend that I look a lot more like Adam Driver than any other character.
Not the girls' version of Adam Driver, but the Star Wars version. Okay.
He's so pretty in Star Wars.
I basically have Adam Driver hair.
Okay.
So one of my friends suggested that I do Pinup Kylo Ren.
There you go.
But you look pretty.
Yeah, it's awesome. Cosplay?
No, I stay on the other side of the camera for
okay,
I
get it.
I make other people look good.
All right. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so mine is pretty obscure. One of my favorite books is Cryptonomicon by Neil Stephenson.
Okay.
So it's a kind of a historical fiction.
Yeah.
And so part of it takes place in World War II, and there's a character who's like going through the jungle in New Guinea, and he's trying to reach Douglas MacArthur.
Okay.
And there's this hilarious scene where he reaches this fancy villa, and MacArthur is standing on the balcony, and it's Douglas MacArthur. He's got the hat, I got the aviators, the corncob pipe, and he's wearing a pink silk dressing gown with a dragon on the back.
Okay.
So that's what this costume is.
Shout out to you for tying it into Dragoncon. I see what you're doing.
I got the shirt that's got the logo from the book. This is the cover of the book, so it's a little subtle hint as to what it is.
Totally random. I think that's his best book.
Yeah,
I think
it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite books of all time. So.
How about that? That's awesome. So listen, we're gonna let you guys enjoy the night. We thought it was awesome. We wanted to get you guys on record, so we appreciate it and enjoy it. All right.